Well, alrighty then. Hello. I'm still reading the letter. Wow. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna read the last paragraph or so you can get a handle on what it's potentially like for a child to be in prison. I mean, I get the part that these are not children that are in prison, although sometimes I wonder. Anyway, I'm trying to see if I can get to Scime Bio, which is one out on the peninsula. I've heard it's all right there. Basically, the DOC thinks I'm a skinhead, and no matter how many times I tell them I'm not, they don't believe me. What about this kid makes you believe he's a fucking skinhead? That's neo-Nazi, crazy Idaho shit. Do you get that? That's that white supremacy. That's not what this child came from. This child did not come from that shit. And I don't give a fuck who raised him. I don't believe that those people are Nazis either. Or skinhead, whatever the hell that is. No matter how many times I tell them I'm not, they don't believe me. I mean, the guy I got into a fight with was running a mission. I know it. I can't prove it, but I know it anyways. I can't prove who sent him either. But what this would normally call for is me to go back out there and smash someone out. At least I think so. But I'd rather try and get out, so I've got to tap out. These people in DOC will want me to sing like a canary and tell them what they want to know. But I ain't no snitch. Either they move me to Scime Bio, or if they refuse and I get into another fight, I'll sue them because I already told them it wouldn't be a good idea. They would be intentionally putting me in a situation where I don't want to be. Anyways, I'll end this letter and send it to you. I love you right back soon. Hey, got a letter for Grandma and Grandpa too. I made my dad promise. I don't care if you just send him a card, send him something. Anything. This is my youngest child. This is the tender son, the wax on, the wax off, the baby. That means nothing to any of you. The movie was popular when he was born. And my brother David used to sit and play with him and make him, the giggle this kid had, oh my God. We would kind of do it on purpose just to make him laugh, because his laugh was so cute. Oh, that makes me the bad mommy, right? God, because I made my kid giggle. What I see here is the a lot of different things. A lot of different things. First and foremost, my failure for not continuing to fight after I got the shit beat out of me, and the state allowed my abuser to get a restraining order against me, which they then later on used as the basis with which to come and tell me, if you can't protect your kids, if you can't protect yourself, you may not be able to protect your children. And after 3.5 years of doing every fucking thing CPS wanted me to do, everything, I lost anyway. I'm not the only one who lost out. I've had more than a year now to tap in to these two younger babies. And I don't mean to refer to them as babies, but I'm at this end of life, and fuck it, this is the way I'm going to, these are my children. I don't give a fuck what piece of paper you signed. I was always in disagreement with you, always. And if anybody actually looks at the document I signed, very carefully, underneath my name, I wrote, under duress. That I did do. It's pretty much the only thing I can remember about signing any of the paperwork that ended my fucking 3.5-year battle with the fucking state of Washington and their bullshit CPS system. I was never going to be viewed as good enough. This was just not going to fucking happen. You look at me now at this end of shit and you think, oh my god, she's got to be batshit fucking nuts. Who the fuck would not have been affected mentally, emotionally, in any way innumerable to you after what has been done? The lies, the misinformation, the false basis with which all of this was started in the first place. He's not a fucking neo-Nazi. He didn't come from anything like that. And if I have family members that claim to be fucking skinheads, guess what? See ya. I don't have time for that shit. I don't teach that kind of fucking hate in my home. Are you kidding me? Where would you ever, from me? I don't think so. But I see, and I know what happened. I know every fucking detail of what happened to my children after the state was given basically carte blanche. You called yourself operating in the best interest of the child. Really? I beg to differ. This is such a larger societal issue to start with. But for me personally, it is really truly the anger that gets me up in the morning about what you did to me and my kids and what you do to thousands of families on a yearly basis because of this I said so fucking mentality. My reason over rationale. Rationale would not dictate pulling these children out of my fucking home in the first place. Rationale would have assisted me in the ways that are constructed within the fucking law itself, which you never did. It was always a big keep-away game. Oh, she doesn't act right. She doesn't do... I'm not a fucking trained pet. How the hell was I supposed to perform? I did everything you asked me to do. Everything. And I still lost. Yep. And so now you've got him caged as a fucking neo-Nazi. And you want to put him in, I'm assuming, back into Gen Pop, right? And he's not a neo-Nazi. But I know how it is when you're in around groups of people that are saying or doing something. There's some leverage in this situation, i.e. he's in prison, he has to do what they say, right? Oh, and let's not be fucking stupid about this shit. This is some rehashed old crap that they've been dragging out on this kid since he was fucking 18. So, no. It's the once they get you, they never want to let you go fucking syndrome. And it doesn't help that he had his own poor choice behavior. That he readily acknowledges and recognizes. Okay? So, don't be fucking stupid here. Don't come to me and start blaming your fucking victims again. I don't want to hear that. At the end of the day, what we do not do in this society is showing up in your prisons. What we do not do is showing up in your fucking military. And look at how quickly these people are shooting them own selves.
what we do not do as a society for one another is reflective in everything around you. Do you not see this now? You're a control freak. I'm in charge. I'm Big Daddy. I'm Big Papa. Whatever. Government spy control. Fucking manipulation. Fucking whatever the fuck this shit is. Right? Eugenics. Margaret Sanger. I can recite all this fucking catchphrase shit that you need to hear to fucking wake your ass up. But you won't. You won't, because it's at the end of the day, it ain't filling your fucking wallets. And so success in situations like this was not something you were going to breed. It was less profitable to send the children back to me in the first place. You have no idea what taking those children away from me did to me physically. You have no concept of a domestic violence victim that was trying to escape domestic violence. A woman who had come from a tragic fucking childhood by any stretch of the imagination. You have no concept of what you fucking set in motion. And now here we are at the end of this shit. And I'm like, wow. If I could have written this down and handed it to you, I could have told you what you were setting up. Nothing but a circus of failure. Thank you. Thank you so much. You God-fearing, good-looking out Christian fucking people that were involved in this shit up to your nutsacks. You wannabe fucking human beings who think that you knew better than I did about my children and what they needed. You never asked me what they needed. What you did was you dictated and mandated and court-ordered and drove and fucked with until one day, after a beating and a car wreck, both of which happened within 30 days, I'm presented with paperwork and told that it doesn't matter how hard you fought, it doesn't matter what you did, it doesn't matter how many hoops you jumped through, you're just a brood mare. Think about that. I've had 25 years to think about it. Daniel was 11 months old when he was removed from my care. He claims in his letter that he was years older, but still a child, when he gave up looking. But the fact that he never could quit looking for his real mother doesn't astound me as much as it should you. That bond was there. You did nothing to enhance anything. All you people ever did was take, steal, lie, and profit. That's all you fucking did. And I don't even want to get into the whole adoption thing, because as far as I'm concerned, it was never fucking agreed to in the form that it came down, and these people were lied to. And I can prove that by the little notebook that the adoptive mother prepared for my children, because there are plenty of fucking lies in this thing. Misrepresentations and untruths that were promoted to my children as being factual. I hope they do love him. It might be for his own best interest. Personally, I'd like to see him stay where he's at. Keep him out of this side of the fucking state for a while. I don't know what else to do. I got plenty to talk about. I'm not done yet.
To Clallam Bay, which is one out on the peninsula. I've heard it's all right there. Basically, the DOC thinks I'm a skinhead, and no matter how many times I tell them I'm not, they don't believe me.
What about this kid makes you believe he's the fucking skinhead? That's neo-Nazi, crazy Idaho shit. Do you get that? That's that white supremacy. That's not what this child came from. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna read the last paragraph or so you can get a handle on what it is. Well, alrighty then. Hello. I'm still reading the letter. Wow. It's potentially like for a child to be in prison. I mean, I get the part that these are not children that are in prison, although sometimes I wonder. Anyway, I'm trying to see if I can get